Hey, welcome back to another episode of Maintenance with Mike. Again, Happy New Year to all my subscribers and fellow YouTube watchers. So today's video is going to be about traction when plowing snow, when snow blowing. For my subscribers and people that have watched my plowing videos, you'll know that I have a very steep driveway going down the front of the property. I do have chains on the Kubota. The Kubota is a four-wheel drive tractor. I do have chains on the rear to get back up. It weighs so much, it just can't push the weight without chains, is the bottom line. So I purchased a new set of chains that are the exact same size as the ones on the Kubota just before Christmas time. And what I want to do today is I don't want to open those brand new chains in case they don't fit on the Kioti. So unfortunately, the only way to do it is to take the chains off the tractor, test them on the Kioti. If they work, leave them on the Kioti and put the new chains on the tractor. So we're playing a bit of a shell game here today, but that's the best way to do it. In case they don't work on the Kioti, I can still return them because once they're open, I can't return them. So anyway, let's get started. So with the Kubota, basically what I do is I just put a hydraulic jack underneath the rear. Probably should put these jack stands, at least one there, in case you always want to be prepared that a hydraulic jack can fail. So never putting your hands underneath the wheel, never putting your body underneath the machine where it can drop is really good practice. Using a jack stand as well. Once you get it lifted to where you want, you can set the jack stand there and drop it down slightly onto the jack stand so that the load is off the tractor. So we're going to throw the jack stand, one of them underneath the center part here, because it's basically lifted from the center. So I'm working on this side right now, so I'm going to put a jack stand right underneath the one side of the plate here, just in case we have a failure. There's definitely some, you can see why I put this rubber mat underneath where you park the tractor. You can see the rust, the surface rust, off the chains. I should probably oil these up. Well, this year when I put them away, I'll put them in oil. I didn't last year, but you can see they start to rust. And you don't want that. That will wear off here once I start using them again in the gravel, but it's a good way to keep your garage floor from getting all rusty. So we're going to undo the tensioners. In this case, what we would call this, just basically a big rubber band with clips. We're going to get a pair of side cutters and cut these tie wraps. These tie wraps are just used to hold the excess chain so it's not rattling around. And then this link basically comes out of here like so. And that's how easy it is to take the chain off. Much more difficult to put the chains on, but it is what it is. So I'm going to do the same to the inside here once I find the tie wraps. Here they are. I'll cut those off. And 1, 2, and 3. And the inside one is just a hook. That's it. They're going to want to slide right off there now. And like the Kubota, it's got a nice jacking point, big steel frame right at the back here, where you can jack it up. You can put chains on vehicles by laying out the chains and then driving onto them. But man, nothing beats jacking up the wheel and putting them on this way. It's much easier. We'll know pretty quick if this is going to work or not. So the wheel goes this way, the direction of travel, usually. So does that mean we want these this way? I don't think it matters. Nope, it has to go the other way. You want the, one is just a hook. That goes on the inside. You tighten those up. And then this is the adjustable one, right? So you tighten up the inside with this hook. And then when you do the outside one and put the bungees on it, it pulls the whole thing together around the wheel. Now these, I believe, have really low tire pressure right now. I may want to let off some more of that, just so that we've got, I don't think these are going to really compress it all, though, to be honest. There's a sway bar here and some things on this machine that are really close to the tire, so I just want to make sure these chains work without damaging anything. So we want to set these up so they're nice and straight. Yeah, I can tell you already. I don't know if I'm going to be able to adjust these more this way. It's the width is the problem, eh? These are two, they need to sit up higher on the wheel because they're getting in the way of the sway bar. So you can kind of see now what I'm trying to get clearance on. So I want to basically lift the chains and have them come up higher on the tread, on the sidewall, so they're at the top almost as we work these around. So where is the end of this? I'm trying to stay out of your way so you can see. So here's the ends. Wow, that is... Well, let's try it here, I guess, on this one. Let's see if that makes it enough that I can pull it to the outside. All the way around. That might be too tight. See, I'm trying to find a happy medium here where I can get enough pull that these move to the top here so that it's not too far down. So we're going to have to start to try to tension this up here and keep this up. Boy, I don't know. So if I do that, boy, that's going to have to pull them off. These are not even remotely tight enough. See that? The rubber piece is not even going to tension it enough. I'd say that's a fail. So to run a chain up here, man, you almost need to cut. Can you tension it on these? I don't know. I don't know if that would stay on there. I don't think it would. I think it has to go on these links. Be nice if you could. We could try it just to see if it would work. Sort of. just to see what size we need. Yeah, we're hitting on that arm already. The sway bar arm. Too far on. Well, maybe it's a good thing I didn't take the other chain off the tractor, because I don't think these are going to work. So in order to clear that sway bar, you need the chain to be up here. So it needs to be like 14 inches. The chain needs to be 14 inches wide. You could probably get away with 13 inches wide. This is like 17 inches. 4 inches out. So they need to be 13 inches wide. I guess this is going to be a two-part. Oh, sorry about that. And we're going to have to take these back off, put them back on the tractor, and then see if we can figure out a solution online. Maybe try to narrow it down a bit instead of wasting the manufacturer's time. But yeah, these I think are about 4 inches too wide to span the tread here. The tractor tires are much wider than these, and you can see this is just, it's not gonna suck it in enough. And then this is also going to be probably marring this rim, because you're not going to get, there's not one of these on every link, right? So you're going to have some vibration and rattling, and that's just going to scratch all that wheel up. So we want to get something that works properly. So if you like these videos, maybe consider subscribing to the channel, share them with a family member or friend, and we'll see you on part 2. Cheers.